accomplishment or to prove to myself that I could do it. So
So
I don't.
how does it feel to be an author?
I mean, it feels great, man. I mean, I finished it in like 2015. I did it,
Okay.
like I said, I did a couple books, so it's kind of easy now. Now I got a lot of content still in the works that I'm still kind of working on. But like I said, I took some time out to get to know myself better, get to understand, get the knowledge of myself and us as a people, as a species, from a spiritual aspect, so I could be well grounded and continuing on with some of the works that I want to complete.
Now here's a thing I'm gonna hit you with, Mike, because you bring the jewels, so I gotta give it back to you. Okay, you ready for this game?
Hey man, let's do it.
All right, all right. Tell me, I'm gonna hit you with three questions. The first question is, what's the biggest mistake that you said that you did in your life?
Well, I don't really like to use the term mistakes. I,
Okay.
I look at mistakes as opportunities to learn something from. We make errors in life, or what you want some might consider a mistake. I look at it as a learning curve. You know, I've made plenty. I mean, probably too much to name on this platform. I would say one was really involving myself in a lot of the streets, like as far as like selling drugs and stuff like that. If it was
Right.
something, if there was if at the time, you know how they have that saying, if I knew then what I knew now. If I kind of knew then what I knew now, I probably wouldn't have went down that path. I probably would have stayed more. I probably would have focused more on being something other than getting caught up in the streets. But I don't regret it because I learned a lot. I got a lot of life experience from being out, from learning the street. Plus, I got my little, got a little juice card and being, kind of well known, popular in the hood. So it kind of balanced itself out. But if it was something that I really, if it's something that I really wish that I hadn't done, is kind of go down that path as far as I did. Like I said,
Okay.
I always did something different, but it's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing that I could say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing right now. It's not an occupation that I can boast about. Like say, oh well, I sell drugs. Like what good comes out of saying that I did that? You
Yeah.
know. So that was one of the regrets that I kind of had.
Now, question number two.
Mhm.
Question number two. With a financial background knowledge that would you be able to consult everybody that's from the neighborhood?
Absolutely. With the background that I have right now, like I said, it's nothing nothing from a scholar aspect. Like I don't have a degree or anything like that,
Right.
because a lot of that stuff is really just bogus anyway. You have people who go to college and can't find a job. So basically, a lot of that is out the window. But
Okay.
a lot of the things that I've learned through like YouTube and just social media, um, I would say that there's a lot that I have to offer anyone really. Because even though I'm still learning, I've learned a lot about the system that controls all of us. So if there's a lot of loopholes and there's a lot of ways that we, as a people or anyone, as a lot of ways that we can get around on a lot of things that we're going through right now. I was just talking to my man on the phone, and like even with some of the people that I'm kind of dealing with right now, that I'm talking to in the private, they're having like a lot of tax issues with the IRS. And there are, if you really learn like a lot of the IRS codes and a lot of stuff that's really going on behind the scenes with a lot of these financial institutions, including the government and courts and stuff like that. If you really did the research, if people really did research on a lot of these institutions and how to get around a lot of that stuff, I mean, you, you pretty much be unstoppable, because after you learn about the fraud that's really going on, you learn the ways around the fraud. Like it's not going to be an easy path, because a lot of these institutions are hell bent on us not learning these things, so they're going to put up some resistance. It's just having the standing on your square and having the mental fortitude to keep trudging ahead and expect that they're going to fight you. It's gonna nothing is easy, so nothing is going to come easy. So you got to be prepared for battle.
So
So
why do you think the schools don't even brief the kids on that? Why do you think that?
Because a lot of the schools are funded by the same institutions. Like I would say, like a lot of the public school systems are funded by the Rockefellers. So they don't teach kids. They don't teach us. They never taught us how to be self-sufficient, how to start businesses. They only taught us. They trained us on how to be good workers. That wasn't their intentions in the first place. Was to teach us a lot of the things that we're learning now. Like a lot of people are learning on their own. I would say personally for me, the public school system failed me, because it didn't properly prepare me for life and the things that was ahead. It just prepared. It basically just prepared us to be institutionalized and to fit into the norm of being a worker and not an entrepreneur or anything like that. A lot of that stuff you either have to pay. You either have to pay for further education, or you have to learn on your own through experience.
So how do you feel about being an entrepreneur? Because a lot of people are scared of success.
That's true. That's true. But I guess it all depends on how you view money, because you can work for a company and you can grow within that company and still, if it's something that you like to do, like if you work at a job that you like to do, then you can do that job because you enjoy doing it. Now, if you feel like it's some people who have their own companies, they do it to make the money. They don't do it because they like it. They do it because they're looking at a bag. They're trying to get a bag. Now, if you're doing something to just get a bag, then you'll just do anything to get a bag. But if you're doing something that you love, if you can turn something that you love and make money from it, then that's what I consider. That's what I consider financial success. When you're doing something that you love doing, and you have that peace of mind, and you just enjoy going to work or working for yourself. I don't really look at it as entrepreneurship as just a way of making money. I look at it as you enjoying it. If you can't find time to enjoy what you're doing, then you're just working. You're a slave, basically.
Slave to the world. Slave to the world.
Slave to the world and to the financial system. To some degree, we all have to kind of like work, and I don't really like to use the word slave, but we being that the system is designed to keep us in that servitude and slavery, then we have to find a way to enjoy what we're doing. And
so what age would you say that that you started to change as far as where you at now, as far as financial control?
At the age I started, I always hustle. So every day, every day was a learning experience for me. So I always, like I was saying before, I always chipped away at, I was always doing more than one thing. So I was always working on more than one thing at the same time, but only one at a time. I chip at this one. I chip a little bit away at this one, chip a little bit away at this one, and chip a little bit away at this one, while I'm kind of doing something else. So I'm always doing something. There's never a dull moment. So I'm always moving forward and on more than one thing. Some call it multitasking. I call it multitasking. So you have to, but you have to, if you really want to be successful at not even just at what you do, not even just your job, but being successful in life, you have to do, you have to do what you love to do, whether it's money involved or not. Life success shouldn't just be defined by your finances. Success can be anything. Success can be you having a good day, not even a day off, having a successful relationship with your friends, with your family. That has nothing to do with money.
Nothing to do with money.
Yeah,
Break down psychology of Mike. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Of Mike?
Yeah, the psychology of Mike.
I used to have an acronym for that. MIKE meant must I know everything. So I always had an acronym for my name. I used to use it for the girls. When I was a pickup line for the girls, I said, well, listen, my name is Mike, and I have my little acronym meaning must I know everything. And they'd be like, oh, you don't know everything. And I was like, I know you, But what that did for me was that made me want to learn more so that I could have a lot more to talk about, you know? So I know I don't by far know everything. Nobody does. Knowledge is infinite. So there's no way that you can learn everything. So it was more like a pickup line. But that I made my name into an acronym, but that kind of pushed me into wanting to learn more so that I had more to talk about so I could prove that at least if I knew enough about enough about everything. I don't want to say everything. If I knew enough about a lot of things, at least it can appear that I knew everything.
And that's a good thing. What is your upbringing brought to you today? Your attitude today, your upbringing, because people doesn't really know Mike. You know what I'm saying? They really doesn't know Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I say
Now you don't have to get too deep, but
no.
people.
Yeah. Well, that's a deep question. When you're asking about, what like as far as my upbringing, I
Yeah.
mean, I just look at life. I just look at life different. I know that one day we like in my book. I'll go back to my book. I didn't
Okay.
ask to be born. Like in my book, I didn't ask to be born. Dot dot dot. But now that I'm here, dot dot dot. And the subtitle is changing perceptions and finding the humanitarian within. So it was. I can't really put a time stamp on when I started. Okay, I'll say when my mom passed away in 2014, it kind of gave me a different outlook on a lot of things. I didn't give a fuck. Like I just knew that I lost someone, the biggest part of my heart, and I'm never going to see my mom again. So
Right.
and that was like as growing up, that was like one of our worst fears. Like if our mom died, like shit, if my mom died, man, that's the worst day in the world. And
Yeah.
after experiencing that, everything else became pretty much light work to me. If I can learn to deal with that pain and I'll never get over it, but if I can learn to live with that pain and move forward in life, then there's nothing that I can't deal with. And
Well,
that's kind of the attitude that I
your
take.
creativity goes all the way back, and I know from third grade, from third grade. So I mean, like people, like I said, people don't know, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this was you, third, fourth, fifth, 40 school. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
with the pen and the ideas and imagination, that's what I'm getting down to. You know what I'm saying? Because people doesn't know. It was embedded in you back then.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I can only chalk that up to what some might consider God or the universal forces out there, because I think everything is written, and everything that we do, like we're living a fulfillment of destiny right now. So whatever your destiny is, and the choices that you make, that you choose to pursue or even think, like everything goes down to the microcosm of our thought patterns and of the times and the millimeters and the seconds that we put into thought. So everything stems from thought. So if I put my energy into a lot of my energy into thought, whether it's expressed or not, I mean, your brain never shuts off even when you're sleeping. So if if once you become conscious of your thought process, then you can pretty much manifest anything that you want, as long as you put in the action behind it. Because like they say, faith without works is dead.
Dead, dead.
If you're not putting the works behind that thought, then you're not moving forward. You know, after I would say after doing two bids and
Right.
being sat down, and sitting in a cell and being forced to have to think and being confined within a small space, and it's just you and your thoughts, nothing else. After a while, your mind, well, I can only speak for myself. After a while, my mind began, I started cultivating my mind to where, after I said, when I got out, I said that I will never not have anything to do. Like, and I did a lot of writing and stuff like that. So I kind of set myself up to where I always have something to do. I always have a choice of what I want to work on at any given time. So that's why I'm always learning something new, because I'm always doing something different. You know,
That's deep.
I'm always experiencing something new.
That's
Every
deep.
every day we wake up is a new
That's
experience.
a
A
new
new
experience.
day.
Yeah.
You're
That's
not going to go
experience.
back to yesterday because yesterday is in the past. So
That's deep.
now, either you're going to move forward or you're going to stay stagnated. That's the choice that we have to make. The choice that I have to make. So I choose to move forward.
Now
You know,
let me ask you this one. Let me ask you this one. Do you consider yourself to be a legend on inspiration in this generation?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't really say that about myself. I can only say what I can say about me and see what the reaction is of other people. Now, as far as me, I'm a legend to myself because I
Okay.
know
Yeah.
what I've been. I know
Yeah.
what I've
Yeah.
been through, and I know the impact that I have on the people that that show me, personally, how they feel about me. But as far as how other people might feel, that's on them and their perception of me. I can't make, I can't tell nobody that I'm a legend or I'm a this or that. They have to tell me that I'm that. They have to feel that I'm that. I can't convince them that I'm not. I only can do what I do and be what I be. And if they feel like I earned that title, then so be it. I'll gladly accept that. But as far as me, look, as far as how I feel, I know I'm a
And you
motherfucking
know
legend,
you
bro.
are.
I
Now,
know
now,
I am. But as far
now
as
I'm gonna
how
hit,
they feel, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna hit you with this one. I'm gonna hit you, and this is a personal between you and I. Okay, who is better dressed, you or Kurt?
Oh shit, man. Come on.
Where you at? Come on.
Look, I had to fall back on that. Listen, bro.
Don't.
Ain't nobody fucking with my brother Kurt, man.
I
That
said that. I
nigga,
bet that too. I
eh,
said that too. I
nigga,
said
look.
that too. I
Let
said
me tell
that
you
too.
something.
You came in a
Even to
strong
this
second,
day,
but no.
I throw my shit on.
But
Kurt,
yeah,
even
I
back
said that
then,
too.
man, let everybody know. I mean, nigga never wore the same fucking outfit twice. So that nigga was
A star.
like that nigga was like the fashionista. If there was a fashionista for men, that would be my brother. He was a fashionista. He wouldn't even go to school if the shit ain't matched. Swedish knits had to match the British, the British Walker, British. I mean, come on, man, y'all know
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Nigga, I wear
yeah.
some of his shit. Like I like them, or I get a little different color or whatever. But yeah, now I pretty much mimic my brother when it came to that, man. Because hands down, I definitely get that to my brother Kurt, man. That was his thing, man. Shopaholic.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
that was his.
I mean, it was so crazy because I mean, I took him to the store and we actually had to get a freaking wheelbarrow just for shoes, for
There it
sneakers.
is.
So I was like, wow, you know. So I'm gonna end it. I want to end it off like this: the rapid fire, the section of Kerry Woods and the state of Kerry Woods. What is your take on that?
Oh, repeat that. You said the what?
The state of Kerry Woods. What do you think? Because you know Kerry Woods when we had elevator monitors and everything changes in time. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen it. You've seen everything done change. You done seen who came in. You done seen who left. So what
Yeah.
is the stage of it now? What do you think about it?
Honestly, I think like this. It's not the place that makes the people; it's the people that makes the place, right? So we grew up when we came up, and we came up in a different era than a lot of these cats have come through nowadays, right? A lot of the younger generation, they kind of okay. Our generation, most of us, for the most part, we grew up in a different era. So even as far as the music was different, a lot of things were, we respected our elders. Most of us did for the most part. We respected our elders. We kind of tried to keep certain things hidden, from our parents, and just to, just because we had a little bit more etiquette.
Yes,
Even
yes.
though we were street, we had a little bit more etiquette with how we dealt with our elders because they were the ones who raised us. I just see like now, even with some of the music, a lot of the youth nowadays, they kind of lost sense of they kind of lost sense of respect for the elders. You know, I don't know if it's due to the drugs or just the way society is, but now it's a lot different now. But as far as Curry Woods concerned, Curry Woods is just like every other project that went through a lot of major changes in society and the changing times that we're dealing with today. So I kind of see it like the world is, you know, it's just a small it's just a small portion of the planet that's changing along with the planet, you know. So like I said, it's not the place, even though you could knock the buildings down and build townhouses, it's the people.
It's the
So
people.
if the people's mindset don't change or grow with the changing times as far as the good aspect is, then it's going to reflect on the environment. So if people, if you know, if despite the environment that we were in, we still had good times and we still made the best of it. You
Yes,
know,
we did.
we didn't turn out bad people. There's still people that still live in what we consider the hood or Kerry Woods or any project that go to work every day and come home, and it's just where they live. They're not part of the activities that go on in the streets. That's just home to them. So
Yes.
if you can, if and that's how we used to see it. We used to see it as home. Home is where the heart is. And if your heart is not in your community, and if you don't take pride in your community, then your community is only going to be as good as your heart is. So if
And
your
that's the
heart is
truth.
not in it, if you don't want to take care of it, you don't want to kind of grow and spread that type of growth in the neighborhood, then the neighborhood is going to stay stagnated.
And it's gonna
And
go.
that's what
It's
I
gonna
kinda
go
see.
down. It's gonna
Yeah, it's
definitely
going to
go
go
down.
down.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you.
I mean that's what we see with a lot of gang violence now. So it's all part of the. I don't want to just blame it on the gangs, but like I said, it's the people. It's the
I'm gonna
people
give
who
you this
join.
one thing. I'm gonna give you this one thing, and it's called rapid fire. The minute I give you a word, you just give me a quick answer. All right?
Cool.
Jersey City,
That's home.
Kerry Woods,
Home again. I mean, that's home, man. That's base. That's the base.
okay. Respect,
Uh should be universal
good one, good one. Family,
over everything.
okay. Now, how did you feel about parlaying in the lobby?
Got a lobby.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, look. I know. Look. This is what I'm saying. I know everybody. I know when y'all start doing a lot of y'all interviews with a lot of the people. I know this question is gonna come up with a lot of people because me and Fu, we talked about this. The lobby. I don't know, man. The lobby, to me, because my brain it's kind of clicking right now. So just give me a second. The lobby was like the meeting ground for everything, because you never know who was going to come down on the elevator, down the stairs, or into the lobby. So that was a place where we all met in the winter when it was cold. If we didn't meet in the hallways, or in the summer when it was too hot outside. So we always want to. We always want to look fly. So, but our true characters came out when we saw the elders come in. This was back then.
That's right. That's right.
When the elders came in. Now, when my mom used to come in, I had a lot of respect. So a lot of people used to help my mom or whatever. But we always had some characters that they still want to make sales in front of people, and like I said, it's the people. It all depends on who you are and how you view your hood. If you're just thinking about the money, you're just thinking about hustling, then you don't care who's watching. Some of us cared who was watching. I wouldn't, when I was doing my thing, I didn't do stuff around. If I saw somebody mom, I'm not doing nothing in front of them. Out of respect for their mom, or out of respect just because she's older than me. I don't want her to see me in that light. Sometimes, some cats just ain't care. I don't knock them. It's just that sometimes when you on that paper chase, That's all that matters, man. You just trying to get that bag, you know. But the lobby was everything, man. That's where you left your mark on the wall. That's where that's where you see some girls coming in. You want to impress them. You looking sharp. That was just like really the meeting ground. Because that if you're going into the building, you have to come to the lobby. When you going out of the building, you come to the lobby unless you take the back staircase. So that was really like the meeting ground for everybody, man. That's where everything went down. That's where everything happened, man. That's where the lobby, boy. I mean, there's so many. There was so many things that happened in the lobbies. Was like,
what? One thing I remember the most is this: that in the lobby, that my mom's and my pops was coming in the lobby, and they had groceries, and you helped them with the cart and took it all the way upstairs, and she found out your name was Michael. See, because he always said Mikey.
Yeah.
But she, before she passed, she always remembered that with you, because he always said you and Bubby was the jokesters. So that's why I said the lobby was like the most important thing, because like you said, it was important that who came in there and who did their thing in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you're right about that, man. God bless, man. Your mom, she was your mom and pops. Everything. Your whole family was good peoples, man. Panama, shout out to Panama. You know what I'm saying? Softball coach. So it was always good, man. Like you said, we grew up together. We was like the first. Us, I think was we was like what, the Vicious Three or something like that.
Yeah, I was the Vicious Three. Yeah.
So we was like, we was doing rap before, before it even hit the market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 50 years.
So,
50 years. 50
yeah,
years.
Man, we was doing it.
I mean, I did music for the longest.
Over 50 years ago.
That's right. That's why I said
right there in the beginning.
Everything that you're doing now, it was embedded back then because we seen it. We just didn't have the information to and the tools to go forward with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because because if we had all the tools back then, we would be way farther.
Absolutely, I agree. We definitely had the motivation, the drive, the creativity. We had it even as kids. So
yes.
We had the Vicious Three, man. We was
Before I close out, give a message to the kids on social media. What you would have said, and please tell them about who is Money and who is Mike Middleton.
A message for the kids, I say, who's Money?
Yes.
Money. All right, listen. Like I had an acronym for Mike, right? MIKE meant must I know everything. Well, I had a couple of acronyms for money, right? MONEY means M is my, O, organization, N, never, E, ends. So my organization never ends. Why? Yeah. Quick story. I remember when I was first got into the game, right? And I'm hustling, and I made my first little $1,000, right? So I'm looking at the money, right? I'm like, why does this stuff make all of us go crazy? And I always knew you always knew I love rap music, and I was like, well, damn, if I could be this, if I could actually be Money, like well, that would be like a good rap name. So that's when I came up with that acronym. I said I was big on KRS-One, like how you knowledge rule supreme over nearly everyone, and
yes,
everything had an acronym. And I thought acronyms was always dope. So when I thought of that, when I thought of what my rap name would be, and I thought about money, and I was thinking about transforming, if I could actually be money. So I had to break it down. That's when I brought up my what? Oh, organization in my organization what? Never. My organization never. My organization never what? My organization never ends. So I know there was a Y at the end. I was like, well, damn, what could the Y be? Yeah, yo, yeah, y'all. That's the yeah. So I was like, so that's how you see my acronym. So when I say my organization never ends, yeah, it's not just the name. I felt like it was, I didn't choose that as a name. That name chose me, so I turned something that meant so much to the world into people and personified it into what I am, So I didn't choose that name. So the second acronym is mashing out niggas every year. That was just a defense. So if I was to ever have to engage in some type of battle, then if I was gonna be money, that means that you work for me. You work for money. So if you're gonna battle me, money, I'm gonna mash your ass out because I'm gonna mash out niggas every year. So that was money. So that was the second time that I broke it down. So if I had a crew, if I had a bunch of niggas that was gonna be down with me, my money crew, there was gonna be many organized niggas executing you. So if that's M3, you know what I'm saying? So I had to break that shit down so many times to where I'm not leaving no space for no motherfucking interruptions. So if you're gonna be down with me, my organization never ends year. Somebody fuck with us, we mashing out niggas every year. And if you fuck with me, you fucking with my crew. We many organized niggas executing you. So we gonna come for you. And that's just how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? So that's how. As far as the message that I would give to the kids, man, listen. Make money, don't let money make you. Don't never let it control who you are. Stay true to yourself. Like I said, there's other things, there's more precious things in life other than money. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I came up with that, man. MAN means money ain't nothing. So I took that concept of what was so great to the world and turned it into nothing. Because at the end of the day, money ain't nothing. You are who you are. We are men before we were money. You know what I'm saying? Like, or one man. We're that before we're money. So anything in life, no matter how much it costs, never sell your soul for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, make the money. Don't never let it make you.
That's it. That's it. And that's for free right now. But the next time, I am so glad that he dropped this on us. This interview meant a whole lot to me because the simple fact I know him and I know him and I know him.
Absolutely,
bro.
You know, so I mean, like, pay attention. If them things on the side of your face work, you better listen because this is for real.
absolutely.
Thank you, money, Mr. Mike Middleton. Continue to do the big things that you're going to do and what you're doing, and anything that I can help you with, please reach out.
And listen, I look forward to coming back with some updates, letting y'all know really what's going on because I got a lot more coming, bro. A lot more coming, so stay tuned.
Hey, thank you again, man, and bless you and bless the family, and congratulations on everything that you're doing. All right, my dude.
Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all inviting me on. I appreciate you, my man JB. You know what I'm saying? I saw your book. I loved it. And listen, man, anytime, listen, even behind the scenes, man, hit me up so we can chop it up. Because I got a lot of information that I want to spread to a lot of y'all. Because there's a lot of things coming that we need to be aware of and to get prepared for. And I need to give a lot of that information to y'all. So, you know.
Well, definitely, man. Definitely, because when I put my summit together, you'll be speaking with me.
Absolutely. I'll be there.
All right. Sound like a bet. Thank you again, Money.
All right, man. Listen, be good, man.
Hey, thank you again.
All right, peace, y'all. Love.
Peace.